Last year when Angel Reese celebrated Kennedy Carter getting that flagrant foul on the hip check against Caitlin Clark? You remember that? On the sideline, just, yeah, baby, get her, you get her. Who celebrates like that?
The WNBA is on fire after Angel Reese dropped a bombshell accusation following her team's loss to Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Reese blew up post-game, claiming she was targeted by racist taunts from the crowd. But here's the kicker. No proof has surfaced. Not a single video, not a single audio clip, nothing. Fans are furious, calling this a blatant lie to cover up her embarrassing loss. And with social media erupting, the league is scrambling to investigate. But is this just another case of crying wolf? The tension was already palpable after Clark owned Reese on the court, but things got ugly when Reese flipped out, accusing Fever fans of hurling monkey noises at her. Really? In an arena packed with 17,000 people and countless cameras, how is there zero evidence? Critics are roasting Reese, with some saying she's just salty after getting humiliated by Clark. Again, and let's be real, if this actually happened, you know it would have been all over the internet in seconds.
Yeah, obviously there's no place in this league for that. I think the WNBA and our team and our organization has done a great job supporting me. I've had communication from everyone, from so many people across this league, and being able to support me and going through this whole process. Obviously, it could happen to me, it could happen to anyone, and I think they've done a great job supporting us in this.
Now, the WNBA is stuck in a nightmare. Do they take Reese's side and risk alienating their exploding new fan base? Or do they call this what it looks like? A desperate stunt to shift the spotlight? One thing's for sure. This WBWAR between Reese and Clark is far from over. Smash that like button, share this drama with your group chat, and subscribe for the wildest sports takes you won't get anywhere else.
Coach, when did you become aware that there was hate speech that happened?
I think when everyone else did. I think that it's something that we heard about, and so again, we're just forthcoming with anything that the league is able to do investigation-wise.
The accusation that started it all. Angel Reese stormed off the court after the Chicago Sky's loss to Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever. But the real drama began when she dropped the race card, claiming she was targeted by racist hecklers. Where's the proof? The internet demanded receipts, but all they got was Reese's word. And let's just say, her credibility isn't exactly bulletproof after this season's antics. Fans immediately called BS, pointing out that in today's phone-recorded everything world, a racist slur would have been trending before she even hit the locker room.
We're obviously marketing around all of our players, but I think Caitlin's lifting everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Our arenas are packed, our viewership. I mean, this is a key part of why I was hired, is to...
The WNBA panicked and launched an investigation, but even they seem unsure. No witnesses, no recordings, just vague reports from sources. Meanwhile, social media exploded, with fans divided, some standing with Reese, while others roasted her for what they're calling a fake victim narrative. One fan nailed it. We all stand against racism. Shame on racists. That being said, cry wolf enough, and nobody believes you when it's real.
On a three. And look out, Caitlin Clark pushes Angel Reese, and Angel Reese gets right up into Caitlin Clark.
And let's not forget, Reese was booed all night, especially after getting cooked by Clark. Was this just a distraction from her disastrous performance? Critics think so, with one savage commenter writing, Angel got 4 of the 7 deadly sins covered. Pride, check. Greed, check. Wrath, check. Envy, check. Damn.
That from her, catching around that 15-foot area. Clark
Connects! The first logo bomb of the season from Caitlin.
Caitlin Clark silently wins. Again. While Reese melted down, Caitlin Clark did what she does best. Dominated the game and ignored the noise. Clark dropped another stellar performance, proving yet again why she's the face of the WNBA's new era. But here's the kicker. When asked about the alleged racial taunts, Clark stayed classy, saying, "There's no place for that in our game. No drama, no finger pointing, just leadership." Meanwhile, Reese is out here looking like a sore loser.
Yeah, there's no place for that in our game. There's no place for that in society. And, certainly we want every person that comes into our arena, whether player, whether fan, to have a great experience. So
fans loved Clark's response, calling her the anti-Reese, mature, focused, and unbothered. But Reese's stans lost it, accusing Clark of being fake woke and ignoring Reese's struggle. Please. If Reese wanted sympathy, maybe she shouldn't have spent the whole game whining to the refs and flopping like a soccer player. One brutal comment read, "Angel Reese better off doing OnlyFans." suits her a lot better. Yikes.
For Brazil, here's Clark. Wow! You bet!
The contrast between the two players couldn't be clearer. Clark is breaking records, selling out arenas, and elevating the league, while Reese is stuck in drama mode. Even LeBron James got dragged for praising Clark, with Reese fans screaming that he betrayed black athletes. One furious tweet read, "Win a real ring, you fraud." Wow. The WNBA's impossible decision.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
The WNBA is in a no-win situation. If they side with Reese, they risk losing the massive new fan base Clark brought in. But if they dismiss her claims, they'll face backlash from activists and the woke crowd. Talk about a lose-lose. The league better hope they find some evidence, because right now, this looks like a manufactured scandal.
Caitlin Clark in the aftermath.
Everyone in the arena had to know this foul was coming. As soon as you saw Angel Reese wide open, you knew that Caitlin Clark was going to come in and take that foul.
Fans are fed up, with many calling for Reese to be fined or even suspended for false accusations. One angry post read, "You should fire Angel Reese, the general manager and the manager of the Sky, for this nonsense." Others warned the WNBA, "Keep letting Reese play victim and watch your ratings crash." At this point, the league's No Space for Hate campaign looks hypocritical when they're investigating an incident that never happened. Will they grow a backbone and shut this down, or will they cave to the mob? One thing's clear, this Reese versus Clark WR is far from over. If you made it this far, tap that like button. If you think the WNBA should drop this sham investigation. Fans turn on Reese. She's becoming a liability.
Seen Angel Reese shoot 24 shots, miss 27 shots, and just keep jumping up, hitting her head on the rim. Look, I done fucked myself up. Try to be funny.
The backlash against Angel Reese is reaching nuclear levels, with even her own fans starting to question if she's more trouble than she's worth. After yet another embarrassing loss, this time with a side of false accusations, social media is roasting her nonstop. One viral tweet read, "Angel Reese is the WNBA's version of Boy Who Cried Wolf, except she's crying racism every time she loses."
By two players, and Clark picked up the foul. Reese off on a three. Vandersloot gives it up. Reese given some space. Barges in and gets denied.
The Chicago Sky's management must be sweating. Do they keep defending their star player as she torches her own reputation? Or do they distance themselves before she takes the whole franchise down with her? Insiders say the locker room is divided, with some players tired of the constant drama. And let's be real, if Reese keeps this up, she might find herself traded faster than you can say fake victim. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's stock just keeps skyrocketing. While Reese whines, Clark wins, both on the court and in the court of public opinion. The contrast is stark, and fans aren't letting Reese forget it. One savage comment summed it up. Angel got her notoriety back. Too bad it's for being a sore loser instead of a champion. LeBron James regrets his Clark shout-out after fan backlash.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
LeBron James thought he was just showing love to Caitlin Clark after her big game, but oh boy, was he wrong. The second he tweeted praise for Clark, Reese's ride or die stands came for him hard. One fan dragged him with weak-ass racial slur. Keep sucking up to white America, fraud. Yikes.
The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch.
LeBron, who spent years building his social justice warrior brand, suddenly found himself canceled by the same crowd he used to lead. The irony? Hilarious. Now, he's stuck between alienating his core fan base or backtracking on his Clark support, and either way, he loses. One basketball analyst jokes, LeBron really thought he could praise Caitlin Clark and sneak out unscathed? Rookie mistake.
Has WNBA changed just because of one player? Is Caitlin Clark the sole reason behind the league's massive transformation?
Meanwhile, Clark stayed above the fray, proving once again why she's the league's golden girl. Reese's fans tried to pull her into the mess, but Clark's unbothered energy just made Reese look even pettier. The lesson? Stay classy, win games, and let your haters embarrass themselves. The WNBA's investigation is a joke. Where's the proof?
The ball. Reese missed.
The WNBA's investigation into the alleged racist taunts is looking more pathetic by the day. After 72 hours of reviewing footage, they found absolutely nothing. Not a single video, not a single witness, just Reese's word against basic logic. Fans are fed up, calling this a witch hunt to please the woke mob. Even neutral analysts are questioning the league's credibility. One sports journalist tweeted, "If the WNBA punishes Fever fans without proof, they might as well rename the league the Angel Reese Drama Hour." Accurate. And let's not forget, this is the same league that ignored actual issues for years, but now bends over backward for unverified claims. Hypocrisy much?
Capital One Arena, the official number 20,711. It has now become the largest attended game in WNBA history.
The biggest question now, will the WNBA admit they messed up, or will they double down to save face? If they choose the latter, they risk destroying the trust of their new fans, the ones who actually pay the bills. One furious comment read, "Keep this up, WNBA, and your growth era will be over before it starts." Reese's future in jeopardy. Will she be traded or even cut?
Wide open, you knew that Caitlin Clark was going to come in and take that foul.
Angel. Reese's toxic antics might finally have consequences. Sources say the Chicago Sky's front office is evaluating all options. And that's corporate speak for, we might dump her. If Reese keeps embarrassing the franchise, they could trade her faster than you can say bad PR.
And I just try to stand strong. Like, I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times.
And let's be real, what team would even want her now? Sure, she's got talent, but nobody wants a player who brings drama everywhere she goes. One GM anonymously said, "She's a marketing nightmare. The second things don't go her way, she plays victim. Hard pass." Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's jersey sales are breaking records. Her games are selling out in minutes, and she's single-handedly growing the sport. The WNBA has a stark choice: side with the future or cling to the past. And if they pick wrong, enjoy those empty arenas. Reese's career at a crossroads. Will she change or fade away?
This is a message to all the haters out there. If you don't like what I do, but you watch everything I'm doing, you're still a fan.
Angel. Reese is at a major crossroads. She can either own up to her mistakes, stop the victim act, and focus on basketball, or she can keep spiraling into irrelevance. Right now, she's choosing option 2, and it's painful to watch.
What up there, basketball fans? Stop what you're doing right now, because something huge is happening in the basketball world, and her name is Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark, on the other hand, is writing history. She's proving that talent, humility, legacy, while Reese is proving that drama excuses canceled. The WNBA better wake up and realize who's actually helping the league grow. What do you think? Is Reese done? Should the WNBA drop the investigation? Smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for the sports takes nobody else dares to say.